words.
No, not at all.
Like if you want to tell somebody something.
I will tell you in your face. No,
yeah, but sometimes people think that's also a bit unprofessional.
Hang on.
Yeah.
When I'm right.
Yeah.
Or when we have a scenario where definitely I think over the years with experience, I think this is the right way, this is what is right, and we're going there. I don't want to be derailed because over the years I have known that it is this way it's going. Now, if we argue and I succumb to your plan and say, okay, you go ahead, tell me what you want to do, whether it's right. If you go and it's wrong, then you'll bear the wrath. Then I will just go crazy.
But do you ever do that and say to somebody, okay,
go ahead, yeah. Let's follow what you want, but don't go wrong. No, honestly, don't go wrong, because I've seen the right way. You argued it out with me, and I eventually gave up to your wishes or whatever you want to do, and you do it, and it gets wrong, then we have a problem. And I will not mince my words there. I will be bitter on you and hard on you, honestly. But I don't mean nothing. I'm a nice guy. You know I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, you're nice, but sometimes you're a bit, not very nice. I will say that because we've been working for a long time and we know each other. And you and we hardly get along.
Yeah, we hardly get along because you know why? You know why we don't get along?
I know why.
You want me to tell you why we don't get along?
Well, tell me and I will tell you why I think we don't get along. we don't get along.
It's encouragement.
Yeah. But also Malik, your program, the interview, it's a very popular one. And it's coming up. You're doing a good job there. But a lot of people think that some of the questions that you ask people, you kind of like try to promote yourself, your persona, like put yourself up like you're the most patriotic Gambian. And the people that you're interviewing, you kind of like put them down. What is your take on that? I mean, when I said I was interviewing you, I put it on Facebook and say, people write your comments and tell me what you think. But this is the reason why some people said they don't even want to come on your show.
I think most people who come on my show have a blessing in disguise. My show has helped a lot of people in one way or the other.
Yeah.
My show has made a lot of people gain recognition. It has promoted a lot of people in this country. It has been able to showcase what they've been able to achieve. For me, I mean, why do I need to promote myself? 32 years in this thing?
Yeah, they said you make yourself like to gain more position.
No, position what? What is position? Position is granted by God. Yeah. I started as an assistant English
Yeah, but sometimes,
announcer.
some things can also get you position.
No, not this.
Come
on.
Yeah,
that's far too.
Yeah.
1980.
Yeah.
I didn't go up to the position of Deputy Director General until 32 years after.
Yeah.
32
years of experience. That's
so, Alhamdulillah, it's like sowing the seed and letting it germinate. And over the years, this tree will bear fruits, and of course, I will enjoy.
So you don't ask people questions that would kind of like bring them down and put yourself.
You know what I consider putting myself up? The first Gambian to be heard by over 500 million people worldwide.
That's the World Cup?
That was the World Cup.
Yeah.
That was the greatest thing
at the World Cup.
Did
they introduce you as the man who has his own accent?
I think not that I had my own accent. I think I was once called, this was after the game Argentina-Germany. I was called by David Stead. He was the head of the African team at the World Cup in London. He said to me, Malik, you were very, very clear. You were more clear than Richard Fleming. And Richard Fleming has been commentating for the BBC for the past 10 years. But clarity. I mean, it's not about being a tubab and, being an Englishman that you can become clear. Some English people are definitely just too difficult to even for you to understand.
Have clarity, especially Liverpool.
They're nasal. They speak through their nose. I speak from my throat and from my chest. It's a deep baritone voice.
Okay.
The ladies love to hear my voice. Absolutely.
The ladies love to hear your voice. So
don't you?
I'm not sure. I'll think about it. I'll let you know. Well, let me ask you about your, the president has been responsible for part of your career development. And especially recently, and this was after the election, that, when you did the analysis. Shortly after that, you were appointed as Deputy Director General of the Grts, and you were also given a car. What is your relationship with the president?
Java Jilanka.
Yeah.
I hope you're watching, Mr. President. One thing she doesn't know is that the club I played back in 1986, during that time, His Excellency the President was then guard commander responsible for the tourism development area. And the President will walk into my club from time to time and we'll just stand there and look and say, that DJ there. And guess what? The person who stood at the door selling the tickets was really the man opposing the president, Hamad Ba.
Ahmad Ba was the guy selling the ticket?
Ahmad Ba was
you were the DJ?
I was the DJ.
And what was the president doing?
We were clearing the debris of the debris around.
Wow.
I mean, you know, they come around, they make sure that the bombsters and all these rubbish girls don't mess around.
So older than him?
The president? Oh, yeah, of course, I'm older than the president. Mr. President, with due respect, I'm older than him. Yes, of course, yes.
Okay.
I mean, of course, with due respect. I mean, there are people who work for the president and his government. Of course, they're older than the president. And Mr. President, stay younger. Stay younger. When I see that. Anyway, of course, yeah. So we kind of have that relationship, which he remembers most of the time. I hardly remember those occasions, you know. But then I remember that His Excellency the President, like you said, gave me a call after the elections. But this was in the elections. But over the years...
Yeah, it was after the elections.
Yeah. But how many elections have I hosted?
Yeah,
election
but
night.
This car was given to you after this one.
Yes, because you know why? Because this election, I think I had a motivation of the last, not this last election of Obama, but the one before, the first time of Obama. I was in the car. And I saw Wilf Blitzer in the Situation Room with all this graph and things like that. And I just said, well, my God, I wish we had this at Grts television. So I worked hard. I got this Nigerian guy, and we did a sort of a little thing to just get closer to that. And I did really walked around those computer shops trying to find out who's got that touch screen where you can just put in your data and touch. If I say I want Banjul Central 1996, it brings me the results of. But that wasn't possible. So I had this thing. I was well prepared for that election. And I knew I did a good job. And I know that, Mr. President, if you do a good job, no, listen to me. The president is like that. If you do a good job, and he says that this guy is truly doing a good job, the president will reward you.
So you were rewarded?
Yes, I think the president rewarded me for my good job.
That's why I told you. I said there are some kind of talking if you do them, or some kind of way that you do your job, it can get you promotions. And you said no.
Well, no. That one has nothing to do with pleasing the president.
Yeah, because you were rewarded.
That wasn't pleasing the president. That was, here is a citizen doing something remarkably well for all and sundry, because everybody...
So
was happy that, Gambia, the Grts on this particular night has come up with something that they've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? And I wish that next time around, when we come back to another election, we'll have something, we'll have the software for getting us to exactly what I wanted. Every Gambian, I can assure you, Fatu, you were even pleased with the way I handled the elections.
Definitely, yes, it's true.
Yes,
especially when you were doing this.
The analysis.
It was good. It was very good. But also, let's go back to your interview. You interviewed the former president, Sadauda Jawara.
Yes.
And this is believed to be a thorn in the skin for the Jawara family, because after that interview, some people believe the questions you asked him and how he was answered was not very good, and that has kind of like affected them.
Whose problem?
No, I'm asking. I said, how do you feel about that?
Well, how would I feel?
Your problem.
Now, look, I'm a journalist. You're a journalist, right? I asked you the question. You answered the question wrongly. Did you blame me?
Yeah, but there are certain questions. If you ask for them, you're looking for trouble.
Now, give me a question that I asked the former president that put him in trouble. Just give me one question.
No. I didn't. I saw that. I didn't even watch the interview.
Let me say
I didn't watch the interview.
Or do you want me to tell you what I felt when I interviewed the former president, and what I thought probably must have triggered anything?
Yeah.
All right. Now, for me, the former president was given an amnesty.
Yeah.
All right. I asked him what was his view as to regards the amnesty offered to him by the President Jammeh. He said that this was not an amnesty.
Yeah.
It was something that they worked out. All right. And probably he misfired there. And of course, if I and every